flight for Ulaanbaatar has been called. In less than 2 hours, the young shaman will be in the capital. There, he's going to meet his older sister, Hulan, and his best friend, Gansorig. Before going to the north of the country, where he's due to meet a renowned shaman, Chinbayar wants to see how much the big city has changed since he was last here. Through the porthole, Chinbayar can admire the kingdom of Tengri, the infinite sky, peopled by the multiple deities who govern the destiny of mortals. In Mongolia, everyone calls Ulaanbaatar UB. Since the mining boom began, the city has been continually expanding. Now 1.5 million people live in this valley between 4 mountains. That's half the population of the whole country. All the benefits of the mineral wealth are concentrated in the city centre. A privileged minority earn huge profits from the sector and have no qualms about showing off their wealth. Hulan, the older sister, had always dreamt of living in the capital. Thanks to her father's gold, Hulan was able to study at the School of Architecture and move in here with her husband Anya and their son Bambule. Her qualifications mean she has no trouble finding a job in the city under permanent construction. Like much of the new generation, Hulan belongs to the emerging middle class. The young woman fully intends to make the best of the prevailing economic dynamism and adopt the Western lifestyle that is very popular in the capital. Chinbayar may be a shaman, but like all 20-year-old men, he likes the latest technology and fashionable clothes. And UB is the perfect place to go on a shopping spree. But in Ulaanbaatar, not everybody lives in such luxury. Chinbayar's best friend Gansorig lives in one of the palisaded neighbourhoods which ring the capital. They've known each other since childhood. His parents are also former nomadic herders, but they decided to take their chances in the city rather than hunt for gold. For the past 10 years, Gansorig's family has lived in this deprived neighbourhood, where not every home has running water, or is connected to the urban heating network. Every time they meet, the two friends inevitably discuss mining activity, which is now a key feature of life in Mongolia. Thanks to the mineral wealth in its ground, the country has undergone rapid development, but standards of living have not improved for all Mongols. Gansarig is well placed to know, since nothing has changed in his neighborhood.
Борчод үднээ амьдрал яаж ч мэддэг дээ. Одоо тэгэл гэр ороодлын хэдэн тэгэл хоногийнхоо хоолыг болгоод хотын дөөр амьдрдаг байшинтай хэдэн сарынхаа үнсийг болгоод тэгэл ажиллана шүү дээ.
Тэгтээ ч бас өдөө орнотгоор бас айлууд хэцүү л тэгээд бас шуурга мурганд мал залаалт айлууд бас тэр манай төмөтгөөс наашаа энэ хотлол
Тэгш
нүүж ирж яах юм да ярина.
зуд турхан болоод хэдэн мал аллаа. Тэгээ амьдрахын эрхэнд хот зөөрөн газар бараатахаас өөр арга байхгүй шүү дээ.
Сайхан гайгүй болж байгаа бол яг Монгол орноо сайхан тэр уурхаа олон том уурхаад байгаад ч тэгээ Монгол орнд маань сайхан хөгжиж чадахгүй л юм. Бас нэг талаас бас гайгүй хүмүүсийг ажил төрөлтэй болгож байгаа ч гэсэндээ бас тэгээд хөгжиж чадахгүй. Тэр ахын газрууд л сум умд нэг гайгүй болсон харагдах юм тэгээд.
Гэхдээ хөгжнөө андаа. Хөгжин. Би итгэлтэй байна. Ягаад тэгэхээр байгалийн баялагийг хэрэглээд хэрэглэснийхээ хариуг бид нөр байгаль дэлхийд зөв зохистой барьж чадвал бид буцаал сэрнэ. Яхаа.
Тэгээд
Одог бас цайтай байгааз.
соо зайтай шүү.
Хамгийн ойр хууддаг шүү дээ.
Хамгийн ойр хот гэнэ.
Шинэ. Хоёулаа. Сууруулаад цайгаа уучаад гарах.
Тэгээ. Гадар гарч нэг каракой дараа нэг уулцсных те сайхан.
Зэ.
In recent years, nightlife in Ulaanbaatar has been booming. Like all young Mongols, Chinbayar is keen to explore the bars, nightclubs and karaoke bars which flourish in the capital.
Хатад амьдрах хэрэг. Хөгжилтэй нэг улс орны хөгжлийн тухай ярилцсан, залуус хоорондоо чөлөөтэй харилцсан, интернет, гар утас, бүх сошиал медиа бүгд л биш танд.
Тэгээд явж нэг хотод нэг зөхцөөд юу яаж чадахгүй болох юм. Нутагтаа л ер нь сурсан газар л юу вэ. Яг хөө тэгэл найз нь бас жилдээ нэг хэд хотод орж ирээл.
Ер нь л хөдөө гарах юм бол морь унахыг л хүсэж байна шүү дээ. Амьдрал биднийг сурж алхуулсан ахархан замын чөлөөнд алдаа оноог минь хуваалцсан амьдралын тэнцвэр анд минь хүч.
The young shaman's stay in UB is coming to an end. He's leaving the urban chaos which the spirits who once ruled here have long ago abandoned. It's time for him to travel to the sacred land where shamanic traditions are reputed to be strong. Having left behind the bustle of Ulaanbaatar, Chinbayar and Selenge find themselves in the country's most northern province, on their way to Lake Khovsgol. To end his quest, the young shaman is to meet with Gansuk, the heir to one of the purest Mongolian shamanic traditions. This meeting will be decisive because this eminent shaman has dared to stand up to a powerful mining company. Chinbayar is delighted to discover one of the most densely wooded regions in the country, since in his province, trees are rare. This is the start of the taiga, the majestic forests of conifer.
Тэр ардаа далаа харагдсан.
Оо тийм биш тийм өвсгөл далаа харагдсан шүү дээ.
Манай өвсгөлийнхэн чинь өвсгөл нуураа шүтэж эртээр шүтэж далаа хэмээн нэрлж ирсэн. Нутгийн ард иргэд бүгдээрээ далаа гэж ярьдаг. Ер нь Монголдо томоохон нуурын нэг урт өргөн гүн цэнгэг усаараа манай Монголдо төдийгүй дэлхийн цэнгэг усны 2% эзэлдэг.
Lake Khovsgol is one of the oldest on the planet and is connected by a long network of rivers to its Russian big sister, the celebrated Lake Baikal. It's known as the Blue Pearl of the North. Chinbayar is eager to meet Gansuk, a shaman who, unlike most of his fellow shamans, refuses to perform ceremonies to protect workers in the mining sector. He's renowned for having stood up to a mining company which wanted to extract gold in his province. Through a series of shamanic ceremonies and ecological protests, he obtained the status of national park for his native land, which is henceforth protected from mining activity. The unrelenting combat of this ardent defender of nature in the face of a formidable adversary inevitably earns Chinbayar's admiration.
За та харган тавтаа сайхан намарч.
Сарган намарч байна. Намарч байна. Энэ замдаа сайн явж ирв.
Оо сайн явжирлээ. Алтан шар зам сайхан биш шүү.
За дүү хөөгийн алдар нэр хэм бэлээ.
Хүүгийн шинэ хоёр гэдэг юм аа.
Энэ хоёр. За. За хэмээс гэдэг юм да. Нэр алдар хэм бэлээ.
Нэр алдар сэлэнг гэдэг юм. Харангаа аймгийн үлзэт сумын хүн байна.
За. За хэдүүлээ тэгээд жаахан ишлэх үү да.
За. Танаа санархи даах юм.
Ишлэх. Жаахан явж.
Gansuk grew up under Mongolia's communist period, which lasted for 70 years. He had to renounce his ancestors' shamanic traditions for a long time, since this was banned by the regime. But when he too was struck by shamanic passion, he had no choice but to accept his destiny and perform his ceremonies in secret until the advent of democracy in 1992.
My ancestral spirit doesn't like the fact that my father digs the ground to look for gold. But I can nonetheless persuade him to protect my father from the wrath of the mountain spirits. How do you go about appeasing the spirits who rule the land?
Our ancestors have always loved their land. They have devoted their lives to it, protected and defended it. And they handed it down to us in good shape. So the celestial spirits do not accept that we defile it. That is why your ancestral spirit is angry with your father and is warning you that you cannot continue to live that way. First of all, you mustn't carry on behaving this way. Then you have to ask forgiveness of the spirits of the mountain and the rivers. There's no need to perform a big ceremony for that. You just have to pray and sincerely ask for forgiveness and make offerings of tea and milk.
He surely feels guilty digging with his hands in the ground, in Mother Nature.
It's better to live by building than by destroying. The important thing is to choose the right path in life, in harmony with the world around us. The essential thing for a shaman is to honor heaven and earth and to cherish one's fellow man. Heaven is our father, earth is our mother, and between the two is mankind. The spirits of heaven and earth expect us to respect nature. Mistreating it is an insult to them. Tomorrow I invite you to join me in the mountain ritual. As for you, little brother, I will put you in contact with your powerful ancestral spirits. Then you'll know what it's all about.
Happily.
Agreed.
Thank you for inviting us to the mountain ritual ceremony.
Gansuk's words have left a big impression on the young shaman. He hadn't thought that by wanting to protect his father from the anger of the mountain spirits, he was contributing to upsetting the harmony of the world. It's a great honor for the young shaman to witness the ritual performed by his elder. Today, Gansuk invokes the spirits that rule over this place so that all those who respect it will enjoy their protection. To enter into contact with the invisible world, Gansuk must don his shamanic costume, which acts like a suit of armor. He can thus travel safely in the other world while repulsing attacks of harmful energy. The end of the quest is approaching. As promised, Gansuk is going to put Chinbayar in touch with his mythical ancestors, using a forgotten shamanic art. These ancestors were kings and fearsome warriors who became voyager spirits after their deaths. Ever since, they have tirelessly traveled the far reaches of the universe.
суугаад энэ гараараа тэгээд өвдөн дээр ингээд тавиад ингээд сайхан суучих. За энэ гар бэрээ болтой зэрэг нэг ингээд тавьчаад тэгээд чи ингээд нүдээ инээд анхаарлаа төвлөрүүлээд янз бүрийн юм бодохгүйгээр ингээд уухтайхгүйгээр ингээд сайхан суу. Тэг чин би одоо ингээд хуур татна ингээд хуур хөвжмийн хуур болбол шуудан хөхмөр гэж одоо унаа байдаг. Ингээд энэ унаа маань очоогаараа би одоо очоод ингээд өвгдэн сүнстэй харьцагтай зэрэг тэр сүнс маань ирээд одоо оюун санааны сүнс бол одоо чиний ор дээр байгаа наад хуур толиар чин хандаад ингээд шамыг эзэмдэх учиртай юм да. Ингээд хоёул ийм зан үйл.
Did the Voyager spirits inspire Chinbayar to choose the right path? He seems to have heard their secret whisperings because numerous ideas are already jostling in his head. Upon his return, he intends to help his father earn a living from something other than digging the ground in search of gold. Perhaps they could use their land to grow vegetables and find a new harmony with the earth. Whatever happens, it's time that his father stops sacrificing himself for the whole family. Chinbayar is sure of that. On the summit of the Island of Wishes, Chinbayar's quest comes to an end. The blue waters of the sacred lake bear witness to the young shaman's newfound serenity. He leaves this Mother Ocean at peace with himself, ready to face up to the challenges of a world in the midst of great upheaval, yet without betraying his ancestral beliefs.